Hello everybody. My name is Maggie, and today we're going to complete one of the files of English exercises for digital specialists. So I create these exercises. They usually take around 15 minutes to be completed, because I understand that digital specialists, or people who want to become one, they have busy days, studies and work, and that's why it's nice to learn something but not be too overwhelmed with plenty of things to learn in big 500 pages textbooks. Well, it's not what I am here for, but nevertheless, these are the files, and today we're going to cover MarTech and social media marketing. So basically, you certainly can say that this is something that is really growing and really big part of current marketing activities. And I would actually recommend you to pause this video, go complete these exercises, read the theoretical aspects, and then come back to revise this stuff and maybe answer certain questions that you may have, or just ask me something that maybe you don't really understand right away. I mean, either way is possible. So to get this comprehensive understanding. Anyway, we're going to go through the content of this file, and we start with the theoretical overview. Basically, it is the fundamental part of the things that are fundamental for the topic that is here at hand. I record online open lectures based on this topic, so you can check them out before, because I'm not going to cover theoretical aspect here. In this video, we're going to just focus on exercises, and also there is a blog post which you can check out. Then here are exercises, so different types of them. So for example, filling the blanks, statements, whether they're true or false, the links between definition and terms, and tests. And also here is the answer key, where you can check whether your answers are correct or maybe something needs to be revised more. Here is the link to the feedback form. If you have any questions or comments, or any kind of things that you want to tell me, you can leave them using this link. And also, if you have any kind of field or question that you would like to work through using the exercises, you can also share it with me, and I will think of whether I can create additional exercise files for you. So I also not only work on English exercises, but there is online, free, open possibilities like speaking meetings, discussion meetings for people interested in MarTech. And they're called MarTalks. I host these meetings, and this is a nice way to practice the words that I hear, and to feel more fluent, to feel more confident in your everyday life. And this is something that I am really happy to host, because as a non-native English speaker, I understand how difficult it is sometimes to find the platform to actually practice it without any kind of judgment and influence on your work. And also, you can check out other online open lectures. If you want to work with me individually on your spoken English for business, you can also check out different possibilities for individual work. And also, if you wish to learn more about MarTech career, you can also take a look at the format of the work. And also, you can check out the MarTech guide, which I wrote based on 12 years of my experience in the field. And without further ado, let's get back to our exercises. So we're going to skip the theory, and let's get to the exercises. Let's get to the exercises right away. So we're going to fill the blanks. We have words like chatbot, MarTech, CRM, retention, lead. So refers to marketing technologies and tools. So basically here we can say, out of all the words that fit is certainly MarTech. In the interest stage, marketers collect something on social media. So here we can say that we're talking about leads, because interests are usually provided, because people who are interested are leads, and usually they provide information about themselves to get more information and something like that. are used in the desired decision stage for instant replies. So yeah, once again, when we're talking about intro stages, desired decision stages, we're talking about AIDA model we discussed in one of the previous files, and this is basically about how your potential client actually moves from the awareness to actually the point of action of getting your service or your product. So are used in desired decision stage for instant replies. Instant replies is just right away gives us an opportunity to assume that it is about chatbots. So in social commerce, companies use tools like to manage customer information. So here we are talking about CRM systems, so customer relationship management. So here we use CRM. After action, it is important to focus on to keep customers engaged. So as usual, when we're talking about, for example, loyalty loop, we don't assume that the customers just buy something and goes and never thinks about us again. No, we need to keep the customers informed about our development, and as the customer was interested in us once before, they might have the possibilities to be interested in us once again, and they are already aware of who we are and what we do. Hence, retention is actually a very important part of MarTech actions, but rather marketing in general, without regard of any kind of domain. Moving on, exercise 2. Please read the statement. Are they true or false? I love it, to be honest. It's a wonderful thing. Let's see. Social media marketing ads at the action stage. Well, as we just said, this is false because we should never forget about retention. We should never forget about keeping our customers within us, within our field of awareness. Hence, it's really important to keep them, and maybe sometime in the future they're going to advocate for us and bring other customers and be the contributor to the word of mouth, electronic word of mouth in this particular domain, but nevertheless. Editorial content belongs to the social publishing zone. Basically, these zones in social media, this is something that existed for a very long time, even though now the borders are blurred, but nevertheless this is something that can help, especially at the very beginning, to understand the broad application of social media marketing. But answering here, we're talking about the editorial content and social publishing zone, and this is true. MarTech tools help in building awareness through Instagram ads. So basically here we can say that ads are usually used for increasing awareness and going to the broad audience, and hence we can say that this is also true. Games and music belong to the social commerce zone. Well, here I would say that this is false. And CRM stands for Customer Relationship Management. As we said in the previous exercise, this is true. Exercise 3. Let's match the term to its definition. User-generated content, music, conversing, retailing. Quite random, but let's see what it's all about. So user-generated content, let's go here. So social commerce, out of these ones, we can certainly say that this is about A. Retailing, commerce, pretty straightforward. Social community, here we can say that we have the possibility to assume that it is about conversations, it is about conversing. Again, moving on, social entertainment. Well, clearly entertainment is about music, and hence we can say that it's C. And social publishing, something that is created by the user, and hence this is about user-generated content, and A. But to be honest, I have to tell you that currently the user-generated content can be everywhere, and UGC is a fundamental part of social media marketing and the engagement of customers, and bringing this awareness without direct input of the organization itself. Moving on, exercise 4. Quiz. Let's see. What does MarTech refer to? Marketing trends, tools used in marketing, business models, customer behavior. So we're safe to assume here that it's B. Moving on. Which of these is part of social commerce? Music, CRM, user-generated content, sharing. So basically we can say here that we're talking about CRM, customer relationship management. 3. In the AIDA model, which stage involves using chatbots? So basically we can increase awareness. We can't really increase awareness because we need a person to communicate with chatbot, right? And hence we can say that chatbots usually are used when we are talking about the possibilities of the desired action. Could be actually interest, could be, please let me know, in your opinion, at which stage of the AIDA model chatbot can be used. With example. I think it's a really nice exercise to put yourself in this, decision-making process and think where would chatbot actually be useful for you. So please let me know. The answer here is like this, but still, it would be interesting to just, consider this thing. 4. What does the awareness stage focus on? Sending emails, using chatbots, placing ads to promote the product, making sales offers. So basically we can say here that we're talking about placing ads to promote the product because we need email to connect, and using chatbots and making sales offers. In a certain domain, maybe in certain relations, something can go there, but the most straightforward one is C, placing ads to promote the product. 5. What comes after the action stage in social media marketing? Nothing. Decision and analysis and retention, publishing. So basically we can say here that we're talking about analysis and retention because we don't really want to, for our customer, to just get to these stages and just leave and never think about us again, but rather we want them to stay in this loop, this loyalty loop, and come back to us maybe with their friends or other people that they told about us, and maybe that would be a very nice part of analysis and retention. So that's it. That was the last exercise. Here's the answer key to check everything. I really hope that it was useful for you. Please let me know if you have any questions, comments, concerns, and please share your thoughts in the comment. If you think someone might benefit from this exercise, please don't hesitate to share it with them. And with that, I wish you success in your professional development and your studies and everything that you do. And see you in other videos, and don't forget or hesitate to subscribe and stay with me for more interesting content on MarTech. And that's it. See you in the future. Yes. All right. Bye bye.